just for this belief that I could do it, if my mother could do it, and there are many other people, women in the world who are doing it. I stepped in, and then as the years went past, I did exactly what I was doing from the beginning. Just I took a step at a time. At the same time, I had this confidence that these children are going to grow up and they're going to be able to graduate one day, and that we're giving them a better future. Because even if they just learn English and learn how to read and write, and they drop out of school, they'll be able to get a job.
Yeah.
So every year, as the school went up, we brought in more kids. By 2007, we had 230 children studying in this house that I was raised in my bedroom, in the living room. In the kitchen we turned into an office. The garage we used as another room. The kids studied in the gazebo. And slowly by slowly, I just continued to put in little funds. I mean, people came in and gave me donations. Ricky Lake, who was my biggest supporter, and she just came in and she encouraged me and she supported me. And let's say, because I worked for Ricky Lake for 10 years. 3 years into my school, a friend of mine came up and said, why don't you open up a foundation? And I said, a foundation? He says, yeah, because if you do start a foundation, then people will be able to come in and maybe help you and give you donations. So I said, fine, I did that. But, Louis, I sent out over 100 proposals explaining to them the work that I was doing with 230 kids in school, 98% of them being AIDS orphans, providing literally everything for them, free school, and nobody came in to help.
Really?
They come in to help. Is it because I was a nanny? Is it because I'm just this woman from Africa looking for funds to send money home? They didn't trust me. They did not trust me. They did not have faith in me. The donations that came in were, again, from my personal friends and from, just little bits and pieces from extra work that I did. The headmaster of the school came up to me and said 30 kids had dropped out of school. And I'd asked him why. And he said because the kids were hungry. They did not have food at home and they needed to go out and beg. So I then reached out, and this is why I wrote the proposal, and nobody gave the money in. What I did was I wrote a letter to all the nanny friends I had. Now, I had been then a nanny for, I think it was like 15 years or 14 years. I had been a nanny. So I wrote this nanny to my girlfriends and said, a letter to my girlfriends and said, you know what, we're women and we know the needs of a child. And we've been raising children for these years. I've been raising children now for the 14 years. This was 14 years. And I know what the needs for these children are. Please, if you can, $10 a month will help me feed the children in school. To my amazement, out of all those proposals that I had written, 12 nannies came up, 12 women nannies came up, gave me $10 for 3 years, and we fed the children for 3 years in school, and they stayed in school until CNN came up. So that, again, is kind of like the power and the passion that we feel. I think it is, I'm not saying that we're different to men, but there is this kind of like mother, I felt the mother instincts, and this is the letter that I wrote to the nanny. We are like mothers. If you look at these children, you want to take them, put them under your wings and help them. So, yeah, we managed to feed the children. The changes came when CNN nominated me as a hero in 2007, which was a friend of mine who had written to CNN telling them my story. When they nominated me, that's when the changes came in. Within 6 months, I saved each and every penny, and continued to do what I was doing at the school with the money that I was earning as a nanny. And within, let's say, 6 to 8 months, because I was the profile aired on February the 14th, and by October 24th, I opened up the secondary school for the kids at the school. So as of present, at the moment, we are 400 children at the school, AIDS orphans. They're all free school, primary and secondary, free uniforms, meal a day, school supplies free, examinations fees free, and it is just amazing to see how the turnout at the school that started 8 years ago in a house with no blackboards, no chairs, no desks, no school supplies. Today, we have 7 plus 9, 18 graduates who have graduated from the school. One of the graduates, who's a woman, who's a girl, is in California. She's attending college at the College of the Canyons in California. And 50% of the students at the school are girls. And I insisted that I brought in the girls into school because in Malawi, as in many parts of the world, the woman stays home and has to take care of the household.